That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Today I'm going to be making the Liger Zero. Now, many of you might not know or remember what the Liger Zero actually is. If you didn't know, it's from the 2001 animated series Zoids New Century Zero. This was a massively ambitious undertaking. It took a lot of patience, a lot of resources, and a lot of time. And if you couldn't already tell, I'm trying something new with this video as well, which is a voiceover, because I wanted to walk you guys through my process. This model is going to be different because I'm going to be making removable model parts. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm trying something completely different with this model, and it's going to have exchangeable parts in order to make different armor sets and different looks for the model for aesthetic and practical reasons. So, without further ado, let's get into it. There's a lot to go into. I already made the head before I started recording because I really wanted to try to see if I could make it first, because I wasn't sure about how I was going to actually implement the removable parts. So I just went ahead and, made that. It's nothing too difficult though. I'll be explaining this more in depth in a do's and don'ts later on. But for now, just know that this is basically just a recording of everything except for the head. Now, you could probably already tell that this video is going really fast because it took me a long time to make this model, and there's still clips outside of recording that I did because it just took that long, and my battery for my camera didn't last that long, so it was all over the place. I cut through a lot of film in order to make the video concise, and that way it's not like too fast, I guess. But throughout the video you'll see me take off and remove parts just to make sure I'm getting everything right. The main thing about this is you have to make sure you are consistent with every single piece that you add. Anything that you add on, one, has to go along with the theme and the look of the model, of course. So you have to get the arm shape right, the head shape right, everything, because the removable parts are the main, I guess, gimmick for this model. So that means you have to pay extra attention to what Liger Zero actually looks like without his armor. And that's mainly what I worked on, is trying to make sure that, okay, this looks cool and it looks right, but does it look right without the armor on? Does it still look like Liger Zero, still have that sense of detail and complexity without the armor pieces? And that is one of the main things you have to focus on, is consistency, making sure that every single thing, and you have to also, as well, within consistency, you have to also make sure that whatever body parts are able to be removed won't interfere with another type of armor. So I had to make sure I had extra peg holes throughout the arms and the legs and everything in the body, so that the other armor pieces could fit onto the model as well. So I was looking at dozens of references. I was looking at Schneider, Jaeger, Panzer, no armor, Ultimate X armor. I was looking at everything. I even looked at the Phoenix armor for a little bit, even though, we don't talk about that. But yeah, consistency is the main focus. That's basically where I'm getting at. Another thing to focus on is repetition and precision. Because this is a mech, just like the Ravager that I made from Horizon Zero Dawn, you're going to have to make sure your pieces are very crisp and well cut. There's going to be a lot of cut and reference and cut and reference in order to get every single piece right. So this also takes a bit of patience and concentration. To put it in perspective, the Telstra has a popsicle stick count of 45. The Valhazak has a popsicle stick count of 55. Now, in order to compare this accurately, I would probably have to say that the Liger Zero is up to the Nergigante, but I got a little bit inconsistent with the count for that. That's why it's not in the video, because I don't actually know how much it took for the Nergigante. I want to guess it was up in the 80s or 90s. I'm not actually sure. There was a lot to go into that model, mostly because I hadn't made one in a minute up until that point, so it was a lot of trial and error. But with those numbers in mind, the Liger Zero took a total, with the armor, took a total of 108 popsicle sticks to complete. That is absurd. Over twice as much as the Taustra, and almost twice as much as the Valhazar. And it took upwards of 30 hours to complete, over a period of about a week and a half. To finish it off, it has a total of 41 peg holes and 16 removable parts, at least for the Ultimate X armor, which is the white armor. And because of all this, precision and repetition are really, really important. I hope all these tips and stuff that I've given throughout the video helped you to understand the process of making this model, as well as, you know, hints toward other models. Let me know down in the comments below what you think about this video format, and, you know, just leave any thoughts you might have. And yeah, here's the Liger Zero from Zoids New Century Zero. Thank you guys so much for watching the video. I really enjoyed making this video, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. And if you can, follow me on Instagram at PencilDD. That's where I post all of my teaser videos and promo pics. Anyways, happy hunting, stay creative, and I'll see you next time.